According to all known laws of max commanding, there's no way this gunboat should be able to shoot that scout over there. Its barrel is too small to get its fat little shell that far of a distance. The gunboat, of course, shoots that scout over there anyway, because Musashi doesn't care what max commanders think is impossible. Hey, it's Karen Remay here. In this video, well, I don't know what we're gonna do. We are currently playing our gunboat diplomacy game of Max, and we're just gonna see what happens. I currently have a green AWAC on my tail, so I want to get rid of that as quickly as possible, because if this AWAC gets to see some of my weak points over here, it's gonna hurt a lot. So to that extent, I'm also going to move a mobile anti-aircraft around and probably build another one as soon as one of these engineers are done. I'm also going to sit down and buy a couple more upgrades for my fighter. I think the range is more important normally, but my goal right now is really just to get rid of AWACS, and to that extent the attack is going to be more effective. I think we've done everything we can for this turn.
New units.
And here we are with a whole bunch of stuff.
Searching. Unit finished.
So
Unit
we'll
finished.
see what we can do with this. Got this gold refinery.
Transfer complete. Awaiting orders.
And we're going to instruct this constructor to build another one. We have a brand new constructor that I can't do anything with yet. Probably going to move him here and start a shipyard in a couple of turns. And this constructor, who I also can't do anything with. I'm also going to buy the attack from my fighter. So if I know where the enemy AWAC is, there it is, it'll die. We're also going to finish this radar, which didn't crash my game this time. It actually crashed my game the first time I tried to record this. Blue has multiple AWACs.
Awaiting orders.
I'm actually going to see if I can pick off its Corvette. I think I'm going to have this engineer start to bridge across this way. Oh shit, I can actually pick that one off with the mobile anti-aircraft. That's good.
Building.
So that means the fighter can kill a different one.
New units available this turn. Engaging target.
Maybe? Gotcha. We can't buy the range upgrade for our fighter this turn, so we'll do that next turn. I'll give this constructor some raw material to build an additional shipyard. So hopefully by the end of this episode that'll be done. It really does depend on how long the episode's gonna take to run. I'm gonna give this engineer some raw material to build a road here. I'm gonna give this engineer some raw material to start building bridges. I may end up deleting that artillery at some point just so I can wrap the bridge around, but I don't think it's that big of a deal yet. I'm going to move the escort and I can't reach the AWAC anyway. I'm gonna go in, check reports casualties real quick. Okay, blue has lost 2 AWACs, and that is AWAC 3, and green has lost an AWAC. Okay. Green lost that AWAC, blue lost another one up here, blue lost this one, blue lost AWAC 1 up here when I did something cheeky, blue lost AWAC 2. Okay. This is why it's really nice that enemy units are named orthogonally, and why, if I'm ever playing against human players, I like renaming my units. I don't know what I want this fighter to be called, actually. And we'll put you on road duty for this area, and we'll put you on road duty also for this area. And we just want roads everywhere that there isn't buildings. Because roads make things go fast, and fast is good. I'll see if I can pick off this AWAC with Clyde.
New units.
That power station was a mistake, but it's too late to do anything about it now. Also going to buy a couple of upgrades for my fighters. I got this mining station on the way, which is good. It looks like the power station actually was about to be a good idea. I think these are the last 2 power generators I'm gonna make for a while.
Blue team has the most ecospheres.
Ooh, this is important.
Unit finished.
But I now have a second escort, so I'm happy to continue building gunboats. I might actually build a corvette here, because I don't have any anti-submarine units. And they're not going to be mainline fighters, they're just going to be there because I need a unit that can detect and destroy submarines. Also going to put down another air units plant. I want to get these started as quickly as possible, because it is significantly more raw material efficient to be having 2 air units plants running on 1 time speed than this to have 1 air units plant running on 2 times speed. It is literally exponential how it ends up affecting the way stuff is calculated. I'm going to move you into the hangar, but since you can't you can't upgrade like I want you to. Ah, shit.
Movement exhausted.
This is bad. This is why I'm mad that I didn't get the air transport destroyed.
New units.
Because a couple of scouts can deal with an enemy scout, but I need the gunboat to deal with the enemy ground units like this assault gun, which looks like it's gonna be leaving my line of sight a little bit. Ah, shit. 26.
Movement exhausted.
18.
Movement
14.
exhausted.
12. 4. I'm more worried about things that aren't the gunboat, personally. But it's good to know how the gunboat's going to interact with it. See, the new mining station, it was set to 1420, so I now set it to 1600. Now I'm generating 82 raw material per turn.
Transfer complete.
Which is a little bit more sustainable than what I was doing. And then I'll just, like, super micromanage all of these engineers.
Standing by.
I'm happy with how my fighters look for now, so I'm gonna see what upgrades I can get to the gunboat. Like more HP, attack, and armor. Because if I were to throw this gunboat at the enemy's formation, it handle everything significantly better
Movement exhausted.
than if I were to throw this gunboat at it. And depending on what the other player does next turn, I might even be able to sit down and upgrade this gunboat before engaging.
Green team colony started.
That's actually really good. The AIs are actually attacking each other. They don't always do that. I'm gonna see what other upgrades I can get before I try too hard. 28 attack is huge. And we'll just upgrade ammo. I like having ammo being divisible by 3.
Reloaded.
And while this isn't it,
Ready.
this escort's gonna die.
Movement exhausted.
But it's not a thing I care that much about, especially now that I have my other fighter.
Reloaded.
I have Clyde. Let's get Bonnie. The one thing I don't name.
Building.
Let me check. 35. Is
Building.
engineers and
Awaiting
constructors.
orders.
So this is the last gold refinery I can afford, and I'm not actually anywhere near as concerned about defenses
Transfer
as I
complete.
was
Movement
prior.
exhausted.
You're just gonna sit there. Like, I don't think even the road's gonna be worth it with that engineer. So I'm gonna start getting habitats and research up, because
Transfer
research gives you the most important
Transfer
upgrade.
complete. All systems. Transfer complete. Awaiting orders.
The people who you buy upgrades from won't sell the cost. Might actually drop power gens down
Awaiting orders.
here, just because that's space that I have. So
Movement
gunboat's
exhausted.
attacking. I'm gonna spam click this escort out of harm's way.
Green team has the most spheres. Ready. All systems go.
So this
Transfer
engineer
complete.
gets to
All
finish
systems
the
go.
bridge, and then I'll water platform over some of that. I think that'll be good. I'll leave
Awaiting
these
orders.
scouts to intercept. That's just to
All
mark one
systems
scout.
go. Movement exhausted.
And we'll see what happens next turn.
All systems go.
Yeah, we'll just put these 2 power generators there.
Standing by.
Look, the
Exhausted.
scout did 1 damage to my gunboat. I don't really care that the scout attacked my gunboat.
Movement exhausted. All systems go.
He's probably gonna move the missile crawler towards it, but
Awaiting orders.
upgrades. Do I want range? I want mobility right now. It's not what I'm not having, and it's not gonna
Standing
be an
by.
upgrade to that one yet,
Transfer
but it's what I
complete.
need. So
Ready.
you're going to build a habitat.
Movement exhausted.
And habitats are how you
Movement
get all of your
exhausted.
late game stuff.
All systems go.
Basically, once you start transitioning onto
Movement
habitats, like the
exhausted.
AIs have been doing, because the AIs have started getting ecospheres out.
New units available this turn.
8 damage
Standing by.
from that missile crawler.
Movement
This missile
exhausted.
crawler has 26 attack. This missile crawler could kill my
Standing by.
escort if it felt like it.
All systems
I
go.
think this is the first damage that these scouts will take this game. And it's only one of them that took it. Okay, I now have a metric fuck ton of engineers. This
Unit completed.
constructor's done with a gold refinery. I'm going to
Transfer
have this
complete.
constructor
Ready.
build a
Unit under attack.
research center. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to build a mining station on that raw material. So I'm
Standing
going to
by.
start moving units
Awaiting
to the
orders.
general area to facilitate that construction. Then we can start on this mining station. I'm going to start putting up surveyors and repeat. Turned off another mining station. I forgot I did, didn't I? That does not affect how many gold refineries I can support, but this will, and this would. So 7075 and 6475. I have to remember these two.
New units available this turn.
Or I don't, because I just killed all that.
Status caution.
And the tank is running off scared. There goes what I hope is a constructor, might be a fuel tank. But it's not going to be that new constructor. It's going to be a different constructor that'll actually build the mining station in that fuel deposit. In fact, this will just end up being a bridge to new landmass. So this constructor is going to build another shipyard. Right here. He'll be able to start next turn.
All systems
This
go.
engineer can stretch this path out. Probably going to build on the gold there. Gonna build on the gold here, the raw material here and here. So generally, you want as much raw material as possible, but you also want the gold. Honestly, if the tank leaves my line of sight, I know exactly which tile it's on anyway. Yeah, this tank's just dead. I'm
Status
happy.
yellow.
I'll put that escort on sentry.
New units. Unit firing.
And I can actually shut that closer to
Unit finished.
there. That'll give me an extra 9 raw material per turn, which will make a big impact over the course of the game. Gonna send one of my bulldozers to clear this up.
Awaiting orders.
Now have a small squadron of
All
fighters
systems go.
ready to react to any situation.
Standing by.
And just gonna do
Ready.
some more internal infrastructure. Roads and bridges. Make my day. Ooh, I've been sitting on some cash. Probably not gonna get that third shot yet. No, I want the speed. I'll just do the ammo. Ammo is the only thing you can't get from research, which also technically means it's the only thing that's fully capped. Gonna put that gunboat in the dock to get repaired. Give this engineer some raw material to work with. I wanted to connect it.
Building.
I'll worry about that engineer
All
next turn.
systems go.
We're on land, it's a road.
Awaiting orders.
You're gonna start the connector, which means the other engineer's gonna start the bridge. I
Awaiting
think
orders.
I'm happy to just start from here, really. I
Ready.
think you're gonna build a power station, because I might actually start to need it now.
New units available this turn.
And a new gunboat.
Unit completed.
Should just be able to buy some nice upgrades. I think now I'll take that range and some extra armor.
Standing by. All systems go.
So here's a
All
cheeky little
systems
thing
go.
you can do. You can garrison, upgrade. You don't even have to upgrade, and then ungarrison. This is ridiculous. You should not be allowed to have this much range on turn 84 on a gunboat. I was like,
Awaiting
I
orders.
don't think it'll work, and then it just did. Because it
Units
doesn't care what
repaired.
it
Reloaded.
because Musashi gunboats don't care what you think is possible, because they will do it anyway. Ah, fuck. What's the name of the bee from the Bee movie? Oh, okay. I'm just gonna fucking look it up. Pulling up my phone. Name of the bee from the Bee movie. Barry Benson.
Movement exhausted.
Because Musashi gunboats don't care what you think is possible. I apparently have another gunboat somewhere. Did it die? I feel like it died. Ah, it's here. It killed a scout. Then you can start building the water platforms.
Building.
And it's probably going to be this constructor.
Building.
Oh, it might actually be this one. Shipyard's going to be done
Ready.
soon.
Transfer complete. Standing by.
Like, just think back to the first episode. How quickly did I do 10 turns? And now it's been almost 35 minutes of recording, and it's now 10 turns.
Status caution.
I don't know how much it's going to be post-editing, because I'm not editing yet, but I am my own editor, so I get to say shit about myself and not risk getting fired. This escort's path is going to change. I feel like it might actually get...
New units available this turn.
yeah. Reports. Casualties. Yeah, I did not kill all of these. Green's been throwing away fighters. I think Blue's winning. I can't tell. At some point I'm also gonna want either an AWAC or to upgrade my escorts. Oh, research center's
Unit
ready.
completed. Ready.
I'll get to that in a sec. Let me write it down. So, research is different from credits because research affects everything, which means that research is better for lighter builds where you make more different types of units. But research is also influential and impactful even if you're not making very many units. Like, me this game,
Ready.
I'm making two types of units. I'm making fighters and gunboats,
Ready.
and probably a Corvette here and there just because that would be the only thing I can use against submarines. And just because I'm actually playing a game like that, I'm actually going to start putting up some ecospheres. It's a 400 point game, remember, so Blue's actually playing aggressively against Green because Blue is behind in ecospheres. Blue got first ecosphere sooner, but that's it.
Awaiting orders.
And the moment I start pushing with gunboats, like Barry Benson, actually, is there another upgrade I can get? What does the building look like? I think it's... those are good examples. 856, so my gunboat here has 32, 24, 26, 28 attack would be the important. No, 36, because then it'd be 28 attack is the important pointer. And just to see, generic submarines, 20 attack. Submarines are not a problem until they get upgraded. Apparently ground attack planes also have a damage modifier against submarines. Because last time I tried, it didn't kill the way I expected it to, and I was kind of pissed, honestly. So, we will buy 36 attack next turn, then upgrade all the gunboats. I actually don't want more escorts, so goodbye, like, 3 raw material in turn of work time.
Ready.
The upgrade is actually less than I have gained.
Hey,
per
it's
turn,
Karen
so
Remay
it
from the
might
future
actually
here, butting in and talking over myself.
start
I had
upgrading
to cut
escorts.
the recording short
Just a
because
little bit.
of some real life stuff, but then when I re-recorded the next 6 turns, after which I was going to end the episode on, I checked and all the audio is shit. So I'm going to call this the end of the episode, and next episode we're going to skip about 6 turns forward. I'd like to apologize for this audio related bullshit. I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.